Six on ball.
The odds. Always the odds. 8 big MTN8 games to start the season this weekend. Brandon from tokodds.com. Go to their website, tokodds.com. Go down the green menu on the left and go to football. Have a look at what we're offering. Brandon, who's your money on, mate, for this MTN8?
Before you say it, Brandon, sorry,
Yeah,
it's just 4 games. It's not 8 games.
Sorry, 8 teams, 4 games.
Yeah,
sorry.
there we go.
Quarterfinals to win 8 million rand for the winner. 3 games to win 8 million rand. Brandon, you got any tip for us? What's the best odds you're going to get on this?
How's it, Neil? How's it, guys in the studio? Yeah, this is always an interesting competition. Pirates, Sundowns, Chiefs, all the big guns in this tournament. And yeah, I think the first game to look at, it's a very, very interesting game, and that's Pirates versus SuperSport United. LM Bookmaker and World Sports Betting have Pirates up at favourite, even money to win that fixture. SuperSport up at 26-10 with both bookmakers. I'm not too sure about the SuperSport side. I don't know if they'll ever fully recover after Gavin Hunt left them. So yeah, Pirates even money might just be a little bit of value after winning the Carling Black Label Cup.
Yes, okay, so you're saying put your money on Orlando Pirates at even money because, yeah, I don't know. You speak to Karen and you speak to the way things are at SuperSport. They're a lot more relaxed. There's a lot more youngsters around, a lot more development going on, but not that gritty winning streak that Gavin Hunt used to put them in. Although, as we said earlier, Gavin's never won the MTN8. So, okay, Orlando Pirates at even money, good bet against SuperSport. What about the others? Yeah,
I would think so. I mean, if you look at the Sundowns Platinum Stars game, I mean, Sundowns, the ABSA PSL champions, we tipped them last year. They're up at 6-10 with Allen Bookmaker and 6-10 with World Sports Betting as well to beat Platinum Stars. Platinum Stars just under 5-1 with both of our bookmakers. And the punters seem to be a little bit interested in Sundowns. Looking at them to carry on their form from last year and maybe get a win there. Chiefs against Black Aces, both bookmakers, that's Allen Bookmaker and World Sports Betting, also have Chiefs up at 11-20. That's shorter than Sundowns, just under 6-10 to beat Black Aces. So I think, if you follow the big three, maybe take the treble, Pirates, Sundowns, and Chiefs this weekend, you might just show a little bit of profit.
Yeah. So take
and Wits Celtic?
Wits Celtic, the bookies have Wits up at favourite. World Sports Betting and Allen Bookmaker have them up at 21-20. That's just over even money, so about 11-10. And Celtic out at 9-4. So Celtic might just be a little bit of value, but again, I don't think I'd back against Gavin Hunt, and maybe Wits might be a bit of value there. Take the 4 big sides. I would say Wits, Pirates, Sundowns, and Chiefs, and we'll have a cracking semis.
I think that's what we always look for in South Africa, isn't it? Is to get those big Soweto sides, at least one of them, into the semis. And with this tournament, where you've only got 8 sides to start with, and you've got them both up there, you're looking at them. But as Gavin said, I mean, Wits have put together a very good squad. They're not going to have this Dutchman of theirs starting because of work permit problems. But, they do look a good side. Have you had a look at what they've signed? Have you had a look at the depth that they seem to have this year?
I haven't. It's still a little bit too early in the season for punters to have a look at things like that. We'll wait for the starting lineups. The first game of that ABSA PSL. Unfortunately, there is no betting on the outright PSL winner at the moment. I think bookies are waiting to see how this MTN8 pans out. But I mean, it's going to be your proverbial top 4. I think Pirates will be up there. So will Sundowns. So will Chiefs, and probably Wits. I know that you liked a little bit of Wits last season.
Yeah, I did.
What is your feeling this season?
Even stronger than it was last season. I think because Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs haven't invested quite like I expected, and because Masundawani just continue to buy players, I think it'll become almost unmanageable for Pitso at some stage this season with the pressure he gets from his technical directors and his agents. And I'm just looking at Gavin Hunt putting it together. He's had his season's grace at Wits and doing what he did at SuperSport, but I was also saying, and I was widely lampooned for it, that I think Chipper will stick with Papic, that Mpengezi will have learnt his lesson from his first season in the PSL where he sacked, was it 6 managers in a season? And I think that Chipper, Mpengezi and Papic ought to be looked at as top 8. But I think Mark and Comfort both just started slapping me. So
no, we definitely kept quiet. Brandon, for the Super 15 final?
Yes, yeah.
Crusaders are obviously odds-out favourites for that.
Sorry to disappoint you, they're actually not.
Oh.
A lot of money has come for the Waratahs over the week. The Waratahs are at home. They're in Sydney. They're unbeaten there now in 8 games. The Crusaders did beat the Sharks. Sharks weren't impressive. I think the Brumbies were a bigger test for the Waratahs than the Sharks were for the Crusaders, and the punters seem to have that same sort of feeling. With Alan Bookmaker, the Waratahs are up at 7.5 to 10, and with World Sports Betting, the Waratahs are up at 8 to 10, and you can get some 12 to 10 and 11 to 10 the Crusaders with each bookie respectively. So yeah, the Crusaders actually aren't favourites for a change, and that just might be a little bit of value. Although I think the Waratahs will win it. I think they've had a great season. They've built up to this point to have a home semi and a home final. They dispatched the Brumbies, although it was a close game. The scoreline maybe didn't suggest that. But yeah, I think the Waratahs will win it, and I think the punters just might be right. And the bookies justified in making Waratahs favourites.
Good stuff, Brandon. That's what we want to hear. Pity there's no South African side there. That's it, SoccerBallz. Have a look on topods.com and you'll see the video of Mark and I speaking to Brandon. Have a look at what they offer. And we'll be back next Thursday. Let's see how those odds go. And let's have a look who gets into those semi-finals of the MTN 8.
Bollocks on Balls.
Thursday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Balls.co.za. Bollocks on Balls.